Hey guys, Sean from Trail Grid Pro. Do you have a newer model Toyota vehicle with the JBL factory amplified system that you're just not super happy with? Well, today we have another awesome install for you with the Beat-Sonic's ENA-3T3 line driver amplifier. This amplifier is specifically made for our 2020 and up Toyota vehicles with JBL. So today I'm going to be doing an install on our 2025 Toyota 4Runner. So let's go over what's included when you buy the ENA-3T3. First, you'll get the amplifier. So one of the really cool things about this amplifier is it has two RCA pre-outs that are specifically meant to run an aftermarket amplifier and a subwoofer. So you can do this one of two ways. You can do a powered sub, or you can do an aftermarket amplifier with a subwoofer. Now, one thing to note, you won't really have any control over that aftermarket subwoofer unless you have a bass control. So make sure that whatever you decide to choose, that amplifier or powered sub comes with a bass control. Next, we have our input-output harness. Now, these are all factory plugs, both male and female. And then we have our plugs that are going to plug into our amplifier. And then it comes with a couple of different mounting solutions. It comes with some foam strips and some double-sided tape. Now we're going to be installing this right behind the factory head unit. There's a nice little space behind there that we can fit this amplifier, so you don't really have to run any wires anywhere. It's just more getting it behind there and securing it so you don't have any kind of rattles in your dash. So let's go over some of the tools that are going to be necessary to complete the installation. First, here I have a protective mat. You can use a towel, a blanket, anything just to protect the dash once we slide the factory radio out. I have an impact gun, a metal panel tool. You can use plastic as well. I just prefer metal. I have a pair of snips, a socket wrench, a 10mm socket, a Phillips head adapter for my impact gun, as well as a handheld Phillips head screwdriver. And lastly, I have some wire ties to secure my wires and make my installation nice and clean. So now that we've gone over the Beat-Sonic amplifier, as well as all the tools necessary to complete the job, let's get to our 4Runner and start the installation. So now I have all my tools necessary to go ahead and begin our installation. First thing we're going to do is get the radio out of the vehicle. So I have my cover to protect the dashboard and all of the plastic. Let's go ahead and start the disassembly of the radio. We're going to start up top behind the radio. There's a small cover that we need to remove to access the 4 10mm bolts that actually are holding in the radio. So let's go ahead, pop that cover off, and I'll show you how to do that next. We're going to grab our panel removal tool. Again, metal or plastic. I prefer metal. Just be careful when getting in behind there. So we're going to go in to the side here, get it underneath the plastic cover. So just lift up and then get your hand underneath there and then just lift straight up. You'll see that there's 4 pop clips that are holding that on. So now we can just set that to the side. Now underneath, we'll have 4 10mm bolts that are actually holding the entire radio in. So we're going to go ahead and get those 4 10mm bolts out. Now you can do that with an impact gun. You can do it with a socket wrench, however you choose. They are a little hard to see. So the first one right here. So we got 1 bolt. Second one is just in front of that. 2, Now the other two are just on the other side here. Three. And the last one. 4. So let's put these on the floor. So now we want to make sure we have a towel, a blanket, something to cover up this portion of the dash as well as the shifter, just to protect it. So we'll kind of keep that here. Now from there, we're just going to gently wiggle and pull on the screen itself from the outside, and then we can kind of just slide it out. Now take your blanket or mat and just kind of cover over the back of it. So we're going to leave the radio kind of like that because we're going to be making some connections here behind the radio. Now to install our new Beat-Sonic amplifier, we're going to be removing the 2 plugs closest to the passenger side on the radio, as well as the brown and black USB plugs. So let's go ahead, get those unplugged. So I got both of those unplugged. So now I can show you a little better. So it's the black plug here and the white plug right next to it. So next thing we're going to want to do is grab our plug and play harness as well as our amplifier to start unplugging and plugging everything right back in to make sure we have all our connections made. So now I've got my plug and play harness ready to plug into my radio. So again, first thing we're going to do is unplug the black 10-pin as well as the white plug that is next to it. So we'll get both of those unplugged. We'll grab our harness. So the 2 male sides will plug back into the radio, while the female sides will plug into what we unplugged. So again, there's a little note on here on which one to definitely plug it into, but we can go ahead and remove that. Grab our white plug, plug that one in first, making sure you hear that click. Then grabbing our black plug, plugging that one in, making sure you hear that click. And then we can plug our vehicle side back into our T-harness. So plug the power in first, and then we can go ahead and plug in the black one. So we have one more connection that we need to make, and that is the ground to the radio. Now you'll see on the side here, there are a couple of 8mm bolts. They also have a Phillips head on them. I like to do it on the passenger side. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Phillips head screwdriver and just remove the bolt right here, but on the passenger side. So just enough to slide in the ground. So we're just going to slide that in right like that, and then tighten that right back up. Now that'll give us a good ground between the radio and the amplifier itself. So now we have our harness, we have 2 plugs, we have our 2 plugs on our amplifier. So super simple, gray plugs into the gray, the white will plug into the white. Again, making sure that they're completely seated and not going to pop out. This blue wire here will be if you decide to go ahead and add an aftermarket amplifier with the RCAs. Now from Beat-Sonic, the amplifier comes set already at about 12 o'clock. I have bumped it up just a hair to about 1 o'clock on the rear and about 1:30 on the fronts, because I want to give myself a little more volume in the front. So from here, we can go ahead and kind of look in and see where we're going to place it. Now this amplifier will sit right around here once it's all said and done. So I'm going to go ahead and put on the foam strips. So there's the one. There's the second. Now we'll kind of fold that up and on top of the amplifier. And then the second one, we'll go ahead and just cut. So this will provide a little bit of padding, because there really is no place to secure it 100% down in here. So we can go ahead and fish our amplifier inside the dash. Now just be careful, there are some sharp pieces of metal back here. So, but we'll get it in there. There we go. So again, and I'll get a close-up picture for you of exactly where that amplifier is sitting, but it's sitting, you know, just to the right of our JBL center speaker. So approximately right here. So now that our amplifier is mounted and out of the way, we can go ahead, just confirm and make sure that we plug back in both the black and the brown plugs that we removed a little earlier. And then we have some wiring that we need to deal with. So we can just go ahead, grab our wire ties, clean it up, just kind of get everything together so it won't just be in the back of our radio area. Go ahead and get that all zip tied. Cut the extra off, and then we can just kind of get that back there and out of the way. So now we have everything out of the way. We can gently put our radio back in the dash. Again, you just want to be careful with the wiring that we added, that we don't grab it, and then also be careful of your dash. So we'll get that in there and just slowly line it up, kind of sliding it in, making sure we get anything out of the way, locking it back into place. So now that we've locked our radio back in the dash, we can go ahead and grab our 4 10mm bolts, get those all back in, kind of started by hand. There we go. Grab our 10mm socket, get those tightened back down. So we've got all 4 of those tightened back down. Then we can grab our trim plate and just place that back in. Now you'll want to make sure that you kind of slide it down in like that and push it down in. So now that you've completed putting the radio back, it's time for the fun part. We can actually turn the vehicle on, give it a listen, and see the difference in sound between before and after. So I've already turned the vehicle on. One thing you may want to do before you start listening to anything, go ahead, go into your settings, just make sure everything is kind of flat or even. So right now I have my treble, my mid, and my bass all in the middle. So that is going to be kind of like your salt and pepper once you listen to the amplifier. So let's go ahead and get back out of that. So let's go ahead, turn on some music, see where the volume difference is. Now on some of our other installs, it was close to double the volume that you had previously, but let's see how it does in this 4Runner. So I got it up to about volume 35 out of 60, and it was at where it was at full volume before the amplifier. So let's turn it up a little more, see how loud we can get it. So now I got it up to 45. Still, it's 45 out of 60, and it is far louder than it ever was when it was just the factory JBL amplifier. Now remember, the Beat-Sonic ENA-3T3 amplifier will work on any of your JBL equipped Toyota vehicles 2020 and up. So this was a 25 Toyota 4Runner. It sounds absolutely amazing. It is a night and day difference between before and after, and it's just remarkable how much of an improvement this little quick 45-minute to hour install does for the sound of this vehicle. So if you have any questions on the Beat-Sonic ENA-3T3 amplifier or are looking to purchase, please visit us at trailgridpro.com. And as always, guys, have a blast out there.